Alright guys, this is how to do my chocolate cheesecake.
First thing I like to do is get all my materials together and ingredients. I make the entire crust in a Ziploc, 1 gallon Ziploc bag, and it's really easy. You're going to love it.
All but two.
This amount of graham crackers usually makes about 3/4 of a cup of graham cracker crumbs, and that is going to be the base of our crust. At this point, I use a rolling pin to roll it all out. And then we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and melt it in the microwave.
We're gonna microwave this for just under a minute. Get it just until it gets completely liquid.
Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of sugar, and then I'm going to pour the butter directly into the mix in the bag. And then I'm going to mix it all up. It's really simple. Just mix it together until, it's got a nice consistency. And then I pour it directly into the springform pan. And now I'm going to get one of my spatulas and level it out as best I can. At that point, the crust is done. Then we have to start with the mix that goes on the crust, the cake itself. So I use 2 blocks of softened cream cheese. Go ahead and put that in. Then I do a tablespoon of cornstarch. Then I do a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I love these spoons because you don't have to keep getting different spoons. You can just slide in and out. It's really quick. And then I add 2 eggs. And then eventually I'll add a half a cup of sugar. And then at that point, the mix would be done. What I'm doing right now is I'm getting a chocolate bar, and I'm adding a tablespoon of butter to the chocolate bar, and I'm going to mix that together because we're making a chocolate cheesecake today. See, and here's my half cup of sugar. Again, these prep bowls are amazing because you don't have to measure it with a measuring cup first. The prep bowls are a measuring cup, so that's awesome. Now I'm going to mix everything together. At this point, like right before I put the chocolate in, it's just a regular cheesecake. If I add the chocolate, it's going to be a chocolate cheesecake. If I wanted a peanut butter cheesecake, I could melt half a cup of peanut butter and mix that in at this point. And that's just whatever kind of cheesecake you want. So it's really pretty simple. Now I'm going to just make sure the chocolate's mixed in well. And if it's not chocolatey enough, I can add another one. Another chocolate bar, another tablespoon of butter, just like I just did. And at this point, I'm pretty happy with it, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the pan. And you can hit it on the counter a couple times just to level out if you want to, but the pan's pretty self-leveling. You don't have to really worry about that. At this point, if you were doing a regular cheesecake, you could swirl in like jellies and jams just to swirl it and make it look nice and have a little extra flavor in there if you wanted to go that route instead of chocolate. I prefer chocolate or peanut butter. Then after it's finished, you go ahead and put aluminum foil on top and go ahead and put it in the cradle. And then the stand, the 3-footed stand, you're going to put in after you pour in a cup of water. And then you're going to put the stand in and cut it on. And then put the cheesecake in and lock the lid. Then I'm going to go down to the dessert setting. Because it has a dessert setting. You don't have to change anything. It's really cool. Then I push the button. And now it's running. And that's it. In 40 minutes, I'm going to have this beautiful, amazing chocolate cheesecake. I melted a little bit of chocolate and peanut butter and drizzled it across the top, whichever way you want. And you'll have this incredible dessert. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.